What is your will, my master?
Hey, what's up, Jeff? Quick demo video for you for your Korbanth Darksaber. Just got this done this morning. I got it yesterday in the mail, actually, and I wanted to hurry up and get it done because nobody else had, right? I'm just kind of that way. But we can go over it now. It's installed with a Proffie, and it's got a lot of stuff going on, right? So I got this installed, and then I also got your blade installed. You were asking me about the blade. No, it doesn't come installed, but it comes with two 50/50 strips that are inside of it. So those have to come out. They need to get wired and then put onto this PCB, wired onto this PCB. And we'll go over all that because I'm going to go over the chassis a little bit that I came up with, just so that some other people that may use it understand what I had to do. Okay, but when you get it, it's going to have a screw right here. I don't have it in right now because I just for the ease of this demo. But there'll be a screw right here. It's a silver one. Looks like that. So you'll take that out. As soon as you take that out, you can pop the pommel off just like that. Come over here. You'll see a piece of the chassis. It's only on one side. You can see it right in the light there. That's for you to grab it with your thumb and just pull back on it. Just like that until it's out. And then you can pull it all the way out. And this is what I came up with. This was my first time having to design an oval chassis because, as you can see, the handle is an oval shape. So that was a bit of a challenge, but it was fun. Ended up doing it, obviously. This does have a 28 millimeter Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker. It's tilted to the side. It's tilted as far as I could get it without eating through the back of the chassis. So that sound kind of reverberates off the back of the handle and then out the pommel. This is your sound venting on your pommel. You can see the light through there. When the Saber comes, it has a small plastic cap that's on there and it's held with two screws on the inside. So I went ahead and I took that cap off. I'll leave that in your box and I'll send it, but it sounds a lot better with the cap off, right? And it's not something that you can even tell when this is on the Saber. So I went ahead and took that off. You got your Proffie board right here. This is the only board that I will design this chassis for because it barely fit a Proffie, right? But you can see Proffie board right there. It is held down with some E6000. So in the future, if you want to pop it up, you can, but it's nice and held down for now with some E6000. And you will need to pop it up to get to your SD card, although you can get to your micro USB right there without ever moving the board. You asked for a kill switch, so you got a kill switch right here. We'll go ahead and flip it in the off position right now. This takes a single tactile switch right here. This is a one button setup. You would ask me to try to figure out a way to make it two button. There's just no way. This Saber is all one piece. It's kind of press fitted with this piece and the handle. From the inside, what I can tell is just a super tight press fit onto these two pieces, and they are not coming off. So there's no way for me to get here. I wanted to add a second switch, but I couldn't get here for one, and then for two, this material is way too thick for anything that I wanted to do. So I just couldn't do that, right? So this is a one button setup. It has the PCB that was provided by Korbanth. So you've got those pins there where you got an 8-pin PCB system. For the people that are installing this guy and using this chassis or just any other chassis, really, you need to pay attention to where you put your pins because one side up here is positive, the other side down here is negative, and then you've got the two data pins in the middle, and those have to match this PCB. And it's very easy to swap those either way, and if you do that, you'll fry everything, right? So I made the positive, obviously up top here on PCB, and then I made sure I matched the blade because the blade only goes in the Saber one way. So you want to pay extra attention to that and make sure you don't swap those out. One thing I noticed when making this was that there is a seam in the middle of this handle. It's not going to be something that you can see on camera. Maybe just a hair. You can kind of see it there. I can't hardly even reach it with I can't reach it with my pointy finger, almost with my middle finger. That needs to be filed down a little bit. That was messing with the chassis. I thought I had my dimensions wrong. but really it was just that machining seam. And I've got this one and another one here, and it's consistent on both. So I'm going to guess it's like that on all of them, right? So what I did is I just took a rounded file. I went in here and I cleaned that up. It probably took me a total of 45 seconds to clean that up. And then once I cleaned it up, the chassis fit in fine. Okay. I got all the sound fonts on there and the config loaded that you gave me, so you're good to go there. We'll go ahead and we'll throw a battery in this guy. When putting the battery in, on all these batteries, you'll notice, I don't know if you'll see it on camera, but you do have a metal strip going from one end of the battery to the other end. It's consistent on all these batteries, right? Try to put that towards the side of the chassis and not sticking directly out, because you need all the room you can get. We'll put this in here. You're not going to hear anything, obviously. I've got that metal strip I was talking about. It's writing right here at the crease of the chassis, right? So we'll come over here and we'll flip the kill switch.
I yield. It's yours.
Oh no.
It doesn't work that way.
Okay, so that's a good sign. We're going to slide this in. You want to make sure your tactile switch up here is on the same side as your switch, right? So don't go this way. Make sure it's lined up properly. If it's not lined up properly, it probably will fit, but you will fry your board. So don't do that, right? It is going to be a little bit tight. Just go ahead and push it all the way in. You can push it all the way until it stops. And once you got that in, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this pommel on, and then this time I will put on that silver screw I was talking to you about. And I'll show you what that looks like. So you want to lock it in right there with that guy, and then your pommel stays on. You can hit activation. Sounds really good. Blade lock up. And you got twist off. We're going to put the blade in. Now the blade has 4 screws that hold it. You got 2 screws that will go here and another 2 that will go on the other side, and you'll see those screw holes in your blade. So you got those 2 holes there, and you got those 2 holes there. I'm only going to use 2 for this demo because that's all I need to really show that it works. But if you're going to swing this around a lot or something like that, you may want to take the time to put all 4 of those in. Probably just going to do the 1 screw so that I can show you that I can hurry up and fire this up and show you that it works. So they'll all just be like that, right? But 3 more if you're not lazy like me. You got a nice shine through on both of your windows. Good flash on clash and blade lock up. Till you pull away. Go another sound font.
The Darksaber. It belongs to you.
You can see both sides lighting up well. And of course, the vinyl.
This is an N1 starfighter.
The new N1 by Korbanth. This thing is ridiculous. Contracting. Music track. you get to your music track, it's a double tap on the button, and then it's the same thing to turn it off.
You have earned the Mudhorn as your signet.
Purple blade. Super solid. This saber is really heavy. Just like that. I won't go through all the sound fonts on here because you have quite a few, but just enough to show you that everything's working right. We'll go ahead and we'll take the blade out, and then we'll go over taking the chassis out. Again, we'll just come over here and take that one screw out of the pommel. Slide the pommel off, and then again, use that piece of the chassis with your thumb. It'll help you pull it out. And then you can just pull it straight out, just like that. And then from the positive side, over by the speaker, you can pull it out with your finger, just like that. And that is pretty much your Darksaber. Let me know if you got any questions. If not, I will package this guy up today. All right, thanks.